All right, look, man. Um, this is straight gems. I think this is part four. I'm not too sure, but uh, nevertheless, man, let me just go ahead and get right into it. Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications too, and shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Now, look, let me be honest for a second, all right? A lot of y'all, let me adjust this camera real quick. All right, a lot of y'all complain about not getting the woman that you truly want, that you truly desire. Some of y'all might want to for a relationship. Some of y'all might want to, uh, just to uh, just to play with, you know what I'm saying. And this can go out to the females too as well. You know what I'm saying. There might be a guy that you really truly want, and you think that you need him in your life and all this other stuff, but the unfortunate thing is that they not feeling you. You know what I'm saying? They and it's clear that they not feeling you either. You know, but in the meantime, it's a slap in the face because in the meantime, that chick is giving up the wop to another guy, and you getting extremely jealous, right? And you mad, right? And I'm just being real. Everybody want to sit up here and they want to act like, oh man, that ain't never happened to me and stuff like that. Man, get your ass up out of here. You know, let's just be real, okay? Just be honest with everybody else and be honest with yourself, okay? It didn't happen to you before, both men and women, right? Slaps in the face didn't happen. Uh, you being betrayed or you felt like you was betrayed, it didn't happen before. But these are the reasons why. Okay, first off, that other guy may be way more confident than you. Okay, that guy may possess a level of confidence that she sees is much more beneficial to her, and that she sees is way more attractive to her. You know what I'm saying? They they want something that's gonna pull them to them. You know what I'm saying? They really want a chick magnet, man. They don't want a chick repellent. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one reason. And if you feel that your level your confidence level is not up to par, then ain't shit to it but to do it. You got to get a confident. Nobody can really uh, put a gun in your head and tell you to get confident. Sometimes that just comes from within. But that's one of the main things that a woman desires for a man is to be as confident as they could possibly be. And a lot of people they think it's all about looks and it's all about how you dress and something like that. Sometimes it ain't even all about that. To be honest with you, because I done seen guys, man, that they don't dress all that great. You know what I'm saying? And they might not have all the money and everything, and they sure was able to get up in that WAP. And for those of y'all that don't know what WAP means, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I do have to explain this to people. Man, it pretty much means wet ass pussy. That's what it means. Okay? Um, because that's what the end game is for a lot of you fellas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you, I should be honest, man. A lot of the guys, man, they don't want no relationship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, man, they want to smash as many women as they possibly can. And there's some females like that too. They want they want they want to get as many men as possible and try to get as much money as possible too. Um, Another thing is, man, besides the confidence, that was the number one thing. And like I was saying, man, if you have a problem in that area in terms of confidence or whatever, try to work on your confidence. Now if you 30 and up and you still not as confident uh, as as you should be or whatever, it's gonna take you because you already set in your ways. But when you like 18, 19, 20 years old, your mind is still developing. Man, once you hit 25, 30, all that other stuff, you pretty much are setting your ways. But not, I'm not saying that, you know, you can't learn and get better because you're never too old to learn or that sort of thing. But, at the same time, it's a little bit harder because by 30, if you haven't learned anything by 30 or whatever in terms of, women, how to get a woman, how to be confident in yourself and be confident in your own skin, it's going to be very tough for you. I'm just being real with you. Okay. Um, Another thing is, man, is I've already talked about this before, but if you weaken an area that a woman done told you about, and vice versa for females too. If you weaken that area, don't get mad, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. What you need to do, I've told you all this before, don't get mad, get motivated. What you need to do is you need to step your game up in that area. If she tells you, if she, which you shouldn't do this right here, but I'm just being honest, it does happen. If she tells you that you stink, okay, I'm talking about you stink, your breath stink, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Armpit stink, whatever. Well, step your game up in that area. That means clearly that you have a hygienic problem. That means that you need to step your game up in terms of hygiene. Okay? So, what you're going to have to do, and I shouldn't be telling you this, and you should know as a grown man to take a shower, to wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? You should know that. Okay? You should know that. But pretty much, that's just an example. What you want to do is you want to step your game up in that department. If she tells you, oh well, now you can't do anything about certain genetic factors. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's your height or whether it's your, you know what I'm saying, your package down there, something like that. It's just certain things that you can't help. But what you can do is you can step your game up in other areas. So like if she tells you, well, you're not 6 foot, you know what I'm saying? You're not tall enough for me or something like that. Well, step your game up in other areas. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you could do about that. But what you can do is step your game up in other areas, and it may work, it may not work. Because I don't want you to come back and be like, well, straight, you told me to do this or you told me to do that, and this didn't work. Now what I told you to do is step your game up, but it may work and it may not work. Sometimes a female just gonna like what she likes, and you gotta learn to accept it, and you gotta learn to move on. Okay, there's nothing that you can do about that. And I'm having this conversation, man, because I see a lot of I run into a couple guys, man, and they'll tell me, well, um, she doesn't like me and stuff like that, and why ain't she feeling me, and why these females are not feeling me and stuff like that. Hey, look, man, the only thing that I could tell you is to it. I know it's easy. Some people might think it's easier said than done, but you really got to step your game up. It like some people take getting into a relationship or being with a female or getting as many females or even in a woman's case as many men as possible. They take that as an art form. They take being in a relationship as an art form. They take being with a woman as an art form, and that's what you have to create it. That's what you have to learn to create it as. You know what I'm saying? If you're not if you're single, right, and you're not desiring to be in any type of committed relationship, but you want to get as many women as you possibly can or whatever, then that's something that you're gonna have to make sure that you excel at. You're gonna have to put the time into it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's you, the way that you dress, your fragrance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You staying in the gym, you doing something productive, you focusing on on your craft, and you focusing on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have a vision and a mission, and as well as a purpose in this whole life. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Another thing is, uh, and I've already talked about this, is you have to maintain some level of physical fitness. Believe it or not, man, you being in the gym, it's not just a physical thing, it can also be a mental thing too as well. Because a lot of people just think, oh yeah, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna have the best body and stuff like that. Sometimes you'll never I'm I'm not trying to discourage y'all, but you'll if you look at a magazine and you have all these unrealistic goals and stuff like that, sometimes you'll never reach those goals because it doesn't you don't have the genetic makeup to do that. But what it what being in the gym will do, it will help you progress mentally. It will help you develop that that confidence because if you're working out, if you're doing your cardio, um, you're taking care of yourself, and you know that you're healthy. Well, believe it or not, man, that's a confidence booster. And a lot of y'all don't even realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can you can shoot up your confidence level so much more by just getting off the couch and actually going to go take a walk. You understand what I mean? Like you can actually benefit a lot by just going out and going to go take a walk. A lot of people don't understand that, but you can. So try to get up and get out and do something and get active. Another thing is if you need to work on some of the things that you are that you're weak at too. I know that probably correlates with what I was saying earlier. Stepping, working on your weaknesses, but pinpoint a couple. Like if if you have a problem making eye contact with a female, work on making eye contact with several different people. You know what I'm saying? And try to because a lot of people, they have trouble with eye contact. And when it comes to if you're gonna be, stepping up to a female and everything, you you're gonna have to learn to look her, dead in her eyes. Okay, you're gonna have to learn to be confident because well, eye contact is a part of confidence or whatever, and that's correlates with number one, and it correlates with number two. But that's just an example. If if you have trouble, keeping keeping your place clean and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Learn to clean up and stuff like that. You'll be surprised. There's some things why a woman is getting turned off or she don't want to be around you or something like that. Maybe there's some things outside of what you're doing that will truly help you to evolve as a person, and then sh- she'll eventually, a lot of females they'll end up seeing the growth in you. They'll end up seeing the change in you and everything, and it's just from you just naturally being able to make those certain adjustments and everything. Just like with just like with sports and everything, and with competitive sports and everyday life, working at the job and stuff like that, you you got to make adjustments, and it's no different from when you are trying to be social, with a female and trying to get in that arena in terms of pulling a lot of females, that you desire. Okay, because a lot of guys they do desire to have a lot of a lot of different women and stuff, but there are some guys out here that really do truly struggle. You know what I'm saying? They only use the internet as a way to express themselves or whatever. But when it comes to being in person, they're not able to do that. That's why you don't really see a lot of people talking, face to face and having a lot of conversations like that no more, because everybody's like this all the time on the phone, or everybody's like this on the computer and stuff. So, man, those were a couple of gems that I decided to go ahead and drop for you, as it pertains to stepping your game up, as the reason why that female may or may not want you. Okay, but I hope this helped you. Make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. It's straight to the point, sports and entertainment, man. I'll get at y'all later.